Hi guys, it's April from MamaLovesSweet.com and DinnerHero.com. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. I hope your weekend was amazing. Hi guys, it's Monday. And there we are. Look at that, right on time. Oh my goodness. I didn't think I was going to be able to get on time because 10 minutes ago, my daughter came into my office crying that she had a terrible stomach ache. I didn't think I was going to be able to get her consoled in time, but we did it. I'm not going to lie. I gave her a soda. You know, bubbles and all that. Probably not the best way to start out a Monday morning diet, but diet as in things we eat, not diet as in she's on a diet. She's not on a diet. She's 8. Anyway, hi Jamie. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Hi Karen. Karen's a 5. I'm going to go with a solid 7.5 for me today. Had a nice weekend. Can't complain. Yeah. Had a nice weekend. It was good. We had cantina night on Friday, which is just what we call our family Friday night. The weather was beautiful. We haven't had such nice weather. I don't even know when, and it was just lovely on Friday. We were able to sit outside without roasting. We ordered pizza, and it was just really good. The kids were super excited about the pizza because we haven't had it in a while. And yeah, it was good. And they swam, and then we watched Police Academy, which I'm not gonna lie, it was a little sad because it had some gay slurs in it that I did not remember, and my kids did not pick up on it. We did talk about it, but my kids didn't pick up on it in the moment. But I was bummed about that. But you know, other than that, it does hold up, and I appreciated it. And the kids absolutely thought it was just the funniest thing ever. So yeah, and they're excited that there's like a whole series of them. Good morning, Tina. Tina's an 8. Thank you, Andrea. This is my favorite cardigan in the whole world, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple holes in it. I bought it at Target easily 5 years ago, and I actually bought like 3 of them in different colors, and this is the only one that has survived, and I don't know how because I wear this one the most, but God, I love it. If they come back with these cardigans, I'm going to buy 100 of them. They're just so comfy. I love them. Anyway, yeah, make sure to leave your mental health number in the comments. 1 is low, 10 is high. If you see someone below a 5, please reach out to them. Let them know you're thinking of them and we love them, and hopefully that their day will get better. Yeah, did you guys have a nice weekend? Did you? So yeah, Friday we did our cantina night, and then Saturday, what did we do on Saturday? I feel like we did something on Saturday. I don't know. Saturday was date night during the day. Oh, we've started doing, okay, so this kind of started by accident. But gosh, maybe a month and a half ago, I go biking in the morning on Saturdays. Oh, Michelle, I'm so sorry. I hope your head feels better soon. So Saturday and Sunday mornings, I get up and I go for a bike ride. And when I got home one morning, like a month and a half ago, Wes still hadn't gotten up and the kids were hungry. And Wes typically does breakfast in the morning, but he had not. And so I was like, oh, I'll make breakfast. And I did a really big breakfast. I did, you know, bacon, and I don't remember what we did. I think toast and maybe hash brown. Anyway, it was a much bigger breakfast than we typically do, right? Typically it's like one thing, like, you know, pancakes or eggs or, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I did this really big breakfast and the kids loved it. It was fun. It was more like a brunch because it was a little bit later. And sorry, I'm just getting that shares done. So yeah, I did that. And then, it was like supposed to be a one-time thing. I was just, you know, being nice, letting Wes sleep in. And then the next weekend rolls around and I come home from my bike ride in the morning, and Josie meets me at the door and she's like, Mom, I'm so excited for our big breakfast. It's Saturday. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do that again. Anyway, it's been a little bit over a month now, and we're doing them every Saturday now, which is fine. You know, the kids really like it, and it's fun to have a big breakfast once a week. So yeah, this week we did, actually it ties into our recipe of the day. This week Josie and I made muffins with the big breakfast. And so I'm giving you the link. We used this blueberry muffin recipe that's on the website that is ridiculously good. We actually didn't use blueberries because I was out of blueberries, but we used a bag of frozen raspberries. In half of it, we did a half batch. We did raspberries for one half, and that's not true. It wasn't half. It was doubled. We doubled the recipe and then did one of them raspberries, and I literally just had one of those like packs of frozen raspberries, and I just stirred it in. And then we did a chocolate chip version, and they just were both super delicious. And there's like 2 raspberry muffins left, and I am definitely after this going in and grabbing one of them because I'll be really sad if I go in at lunchtime and there's none. Good morning, Miss Shelley. So definitely pop over and use that recipe. It's ridiculously yummy. It's very easy. Josie and I made it. So Saturday we did that. During the day we had our brunch, and then Casey and I, my oldest son, my 13-year-old. Good morning, Paula. How are you? Casey was really bummed. So Saturday he thought he was going to get to see a friend, a neighbor. He thought they were going to go running, and they ended up doing something with their family. So Casey and I started a rummy competition that we have decided is going to go on, I don't know, until COVID ends or until he goes to college, who knows, but so we started a very intense rummy competition, and he's got a notebook, and Karen wants to know, how long does dry yeast last? There should be an expiration date on your container. I believe it lasts longer if you keep it in the freezer, and typically it's not expired like on that date, but it will have less live cultures in there. So Christine wants to know, do I thaw the frozen raspberries first? I didn't. I did have to end up cooking the raspberry ones just about 3 or 4 minutes longer. So how long is it good for? I'm not sure what you mean, Karen. You mean after it's opened? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. So, and then Saturday night. Well, Saturday night, so we always have date night on Saturday night, where the kids go to bed a little bit early, and Wes and I rent a movie and usually have like a, ice cream treat, or if maybe sometimes we'll eat dinner later than the kids. But I was so tired. I just fully fell asleep. First I fell asleep on the couch. So what did we rent? I don't even remember what we rented. Hot Rod. We rented Hot Rod. We just wanted something silly and goofy and funny. So Hot Rod with Andy Samberg. Karen, so if it's a jar of the yeast, it should still, the use by date should still be the same on the jar, and then you're gonna want to, like I said, keep it in the freezer, and it'll last longer. Good morning, Mom. So we watched Hot Rod with Andy Samberg. It's basically just like one long SNL skit. It's totally silly. I can't call it a good movie, but it was an entertaining movie. But I fell asleep on the couch like halfway through it, and he's like, let's just move into the bedroom, we'll put it on in the TV in the bedroom, and that way you can go to sleep right after. So we put on the TV. I'm like, no, I still want to watch. So we go to the movie TV in the bedroom, and good morning, Rhonda. And I immediately fell asleep. So I felt really bad. It kind of ruined date night, but I literally couldn't stay awake. And then yesterday was really nice. We always clean on Sundays. So we had our Sunday morning cleaning, and the kids swam because the weather was really nice in the morning. And then I had a girlfriend over for a social distance wine date. It was someone I haven't seen. It was one of my soccer girlfriends, and I haven't seen her since, end of February or beginning of March. And it was just lovely. It was lovely. We actually sat, we have a really shady spot in our backyard. We sat and chatted until it started thundering. And I remember thinking as I was going inside, like, oh, I'm so bummed it got cut short. I was really hoping we get to like have a nice long chat. And then I looked at the clock, and we had been chatting for 2.5 hours. So I guess that's how much I needed that. It was really nice. So hopefully we'll be able to do it again soon. And I would like to encourage you guys that even if you're quarantining, like, try to see your friends from across the street, or, you know, chairs 10 feet apart, or, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. But it really does make a difference to see people in person. I don't super enjoy the Zoom dates. I just don't. I don't know. They don't do much for me. Maybe because I do a lot of Zooming for work, and it just feels kind of like an extension of work. I don't know. What about you guys? Have you been having socialization? I know everybody's kind of at a different place in what they're comfortable with, so I'm curious what you guys are doing. What else have we got here? Bum, bum, bum. So we already did our link for the muffins, and I'll go ahead and put those in again. These muffins are so good. And like I said, you can substitute any kind of fruit you want, or like I said, we did the chocolate chips in one batch, and you could do white chocolate, you could do some nuts. Rhonda says definitely don't like Zoom. It's not the same. Yeah, it just doesn't feel the same to me. And I feel like once you get more than like one group, like, you know, when it gets more than 3 people, I feel like it gets hard to have a real conversation, and I don't know. But again, like I said, I feel like I associate it with work, so I feel like there's that extra factor that I have to like get over or whatever. Good morning, Miss Mandy. So yeah, definitely check out the blueberry muffins. If blueberry muffins aren't your thing, we've got a bajillion other recipes on the website that I'd love you to check out. Now, links. Keeping in line with, we're going to keep the theme of the muffins. Karen says, with my coworkers, I've been Zooming every other week, and no, it's not the same. Yeah. I mean, it's better than nothing. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather do a Zoom than not see my friends. So I don't mean to say that, but yeah, it doesn't feel the same. So, Tina says, I've been working so I get to socialize. That's awesome. I love that you have that in your life. So my first link, gross, sorry, is these parchment baking cups. So they're like, you know, cupcake liners, right? But I ordered these and I used them for the first time over the weekend, and I love them so much better than the normal cupcake liners. First of all, they were so much easier to get the muffins out than the cupcake liners. You know, the cupcake liners have those like, and then I feel like stuff gets stuck in them. These are done more of like a wraparound. I don't know how to explain it other than if you see them, but they were so much easier to get out of the wrapper. And then on top of that, these are really tall, so you can actually do basically double the size. And we didn't for the first batch just because I wanted to try them out, but you can basically do a double size muffin in them because they go so much taller than the muffin pan thing. And love them. I don't know that I'll go back to regular I don't know what's happening to my hair today. I don't know that I'll go back to regular cupcake liners, or definitely not like for muffins. So yeah, if you like those, they're great. I can't say enough good things about them. I was really happy. I bought them on a whim on Amazon last week, and really happy. As big as popover holders. I think maybe a little bit smaller than popovers. I don't know. You'd have to take a look and tell me what you think. I don't know. That's a good question. I think a little bit smaller, but much bigger than pancakes because they're real tall. So, and then this is another thing I have and love. I've had this for a long time. This mega muffin pan lets you do 24. Yes, Karen, for these ones, you do still need the muffin pans. I know they do sell the ones that are much stiffer, that you don't need the muffin pans. And I've bought those before, but those tend to be pricey. These are not more expensive than cupcake liners. Actually, I think these were a little bit cheaper than cupcake liners. But yeah, you do still need the muffin pans. I think for the ones without the muffin pans, they're more of a cardboard kind of feeling to them. Anyway, so I have this 24 muffin pan thing, and it is amazing, and I love it. And it's because we always do, I have a billion people in my family, so we always do a huge batch. So yeah, those are my links. I don't know what I was doing with that. I was going to give you a peace sign. I don't know what's happening. Links for the day. Okay, I have a question for you. So we already talked about Cantina night. We already talked about my wine date. Do you guys set an alarm in the morning? I'm curious. So, y'all know that like, probably middle of April, I started setting alarm in the morning because I always just get up when I get up, and it started creeping later and later, and then I found myself working late at night because I didn't feel like I was getting enough done in the morning. So I started setting an alarm clock. It started at like 8, and then I've moved it back or earlier, and now I'm getting up at like 6:15, which is great. I love it. I'm a lot more productive in the morning. But I had been setting it since the beginning of the setting of the alarm clock situation. Good morning, Miss Maureen. 7 days a week, right? And the feeling that I didn't want to screw it up on the weekends, right? And then have a really hard time getting up on Mondays. But I just feel like I miss my sleeping in on the weekends, even if it's just a little bit. So this weekend I actually turned my alarm clock off for the weekends, and I'm pretty happy with it. My only issue is in our neighborhood. So I like to go, like I said, I like to go biking in the mornings on the weekend. And if I get up at like 6 and I go for a bike ride, I have the road to myself. I have nobody, like I'm not dodging and weaving. It's just really lovely. But I also feel like I'm kind of torturing myself by making myself get up out of bed at 6 in the morning on a weekend. But the later I go, so yeah, I'm kind of conflicted. So I just actually changed, it was Friday, I guess I changed my alarm clock. So I think I'm going to do a couple weekends, and I do still have it set for 8:30, but I don't naturally get up before 8:30 now, just because I'm so used to getting up so early on the weekends. So I was just curious if you guys, 1, do you set an alarm clock at all? And 2, if you do you carry it through to the weekend? Do you set your alarm clock for the weekend as well? I think I'm gonna keep my alarm clock off on the weekends. It just, like, there's something really nice about not. And the funny thing is, I don't even typically sleep until my alarm goes off on the weekdays. I wake up like 3 or 4 minutes before it, but I know it's gonna go off, right? So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. Kimberly says, no alarm right now. I work at a school September through May and set the alarm during those months. Michelle says, not unless I have an appointment early. Karen says, when I work, yes, but quarantining, no. My husband sets one, though. Yeah, Wes doesn't set one, but he's an early riser naturally, so he doesn't really need it. But, yeah, Rosie says, no alarm. Andrea says, I set it for weekdays, but not on the weekends. Kathy says, I get up early, 5:30 on Saturday to go for a run. The longer mileage, the earlier I get up. Yeah, that makes sense. And I do, I try to do 10 miles on the weekends, which takes me about an hour. So, yeah. So I find if I really have to be out the door by 7:30, because by 8:30, it just gets really crowded, and I don't like going around people or having people swipe around me, and that's not even virus related. I just don't like, I like a really like nobody around when I bike. I don't know, is that weird? Katie says my hair has grown so much. I know, my hair grows so fast, you guys. Now it's in that weird in between stage where I can't quite put it up in a ponytail, but I also like want it out on my face more because there's just so much of it, and it's driving me crazy, and I can't decide if I want to just grow it out or if I want to chop it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we crowdsource it? Also, I never did fix my roots, and they're looking absolutely ridiculous at this point. I don't know. And that's another thing. I can't decide. Do I want to go all blonde, or do I want to just like dye it back to my natural color? All these decisions to make. Rhonda says, no alarm, early riser, internal clock. Yeah, that's how my husband is. Melissa says, because my team is on Easter time and Arizona is on PT Pacific time right now, I start to work stupid early, 4:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh, that is so early. Oh my gosh, Mom likes my hair this length apparently. Christine says, during the week, yes, since I work from home since March, the weekend, I have to make sure I don't sleep too much. Or I find I get a sleep. Yes, I get a sleepover, hangover. See, Christine, that's my worry. Like, I don't want to just like wake up at 10 or 9 or 10 on the weekends, and then on Monday be just absolutely miserable. So, yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts for the day. What? As always, if you would listen. Oh, look at this, you guys. I forget to check my lipstick every time. If you'd like to support Mama Loves Food, which is me, as always, please visit the website. Our recipe of the day is the blueberry muffins, but we do have literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other recipes on there, all easy, all family friendly, perfect for beginner cooks or intermediate cooks, or trained chefs who just want an easy meal. And then if you want to go one step further and super support us. We do have a cookbook. It's 150 plus pages, 78 plus recipes, 75 plus recipes. And lots and lots and lots of stuff in there. It's actually a cookbook that teaches you my system of cooking for a family of 7, so that I never ever have to meal plan, because meal planning is literally like the worst thing ever to me. It's not in my DNA to meal plan. It's just not. I can't do it. The minute I set a meal plan, I want nothing that's on that plan. So anyway, this is my cooking method for how to always have dinner on the table without panicking and never having to meal plan. And we have it available in ebook, which is instantly delivered. And then we also have it available in a printed binder, which I have a copy over here if you want to see. This is my very well used version. Good morning, Cheryl. Yeah, it's awesome. Look, that's me with my glasses on. And there we go. Yeah, it teaches you how to do your basic cooking. And then lots and lots and lots of recipes. And then in the back we have our, all the way to the back. All the way to the back. Keep going. There we go. We've got our like extras with guides and stuff. Anyway, if you want it, it's available. I'd love if you supported us. Karen says, we tried the pizza dough recipe that you made last night. It made runzas with like a hot pocket without the sauce. Ooh, that sounds good. Awesome. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll check you. I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early, same time, same place. And